Shalom. This is going into the image of YAHAWASHI and what he really looked like. Alright, so Revelation verse 1, verse 14, I'm on the KJV with Strong's Concordance. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Now when it says his head and his hairs, this is referring to his hair, the hair on his head, and his facial hair. Read John chapter 14 verse 9. John chapter 14 verse 9 says, "He that has seen me has seen the Father." Okay, then after you read that, you read Daniel chapter 7 verse 9, and it tells you what the Father looks like. The Father, a title of the Father is the Ancient of Days. Okay, because he has no beginning, he has no end. He's the Ancient of Days. Alright, and it says that his head was like wool, pure wool. That's texture. That's texture. Okay, and white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Because white means pure. It's not referring to the color all the time. The word white means pure. That's why if you have gray hair, that means you have wisdom. Okay? That's what it represents. It doesn't always mean that, because, our elders are, foolish sometimes, but that's what it represents. Gray hairs represent wisdom. Okay? So he had a full head of woolly white hair, like an old man. Gray hair represents wisdom. Alright, verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass. What is fine brass? In the implied mean of whiteness or brilliancy, because white means pure. Again, white means pure. Why would it say whiteness or brilliancy? It's not making the color synonymous with brilliancy. Otherwise, you have white people. That's why white people, so-called white people, call themselves white, because they're not really white. They're red. You can see their blood through their skin. They're not really white. Okay? They took that because it means pure, and they want to be seen as pure, which is just another deception. That's why they're the devil. So it means white as in pure. Now you look at pure brass, fine brass. This is fine brass. It's beautiful, it's polished, it's gorgeous. Alright, fine brass. Now when you look at as if they burned in a furnace, burned, literally glow, okay, or be refined by implication. You have to have logic and reasoning when it comes to the scriptures. So it means to literally glow. Literally glow. When you get glowing brass, what do you get when you get glowing brass? Which is what I was just on. Like how you look at black women, they're like, wow, they got that glow. This is what it's talking about. Alright. Our Lord YAHAWASHI was a dark-skinned man with that glow. Alright, because back then Israelites were in a higher estate, and we had that glow. We were beautiful. Our women were the best women that walked the earth ever. They still are. Alright? This is what it means. They were glowing. Alright, they had that glow. YAHAWASHI is a dark-skinned, so-called black man. Alright, this is what his skin was like. And with that, I want to say shalom.